Pope John Paul II arrived in beautiful sunny weather, received a formal greeting, then did what he likes best and security men dread. Another crowd waited for him at St. Vladimir and Olga Cathedral in the North End. Security was tight, in the air, and on the ground everywhere the Pope went. He got a warm welcome from Ukrainian Catholics. He talked to an invited audience about their faith and their Ukrainian heritage.
I am very inspired. I think my faith has been rekindled.
My heart was just a thumping. The best thing in my life that's ever happened to me.
Then the now familiar Pope-mobile made a trip through downtown Winnipeg en route to St. Mary's Cathedral. At St. Mary's, the Pope was whisked inside. People had waited for hours just to get a glimpse.
Terrific. It's worth it. I think it is anyway.
But some were disappointed they didn't get a longer look or a chance to hear the Pope. Inside, he prayed with a group from St. Boniface Hospital. Then he received the hospital's Research Foundation International Award. A crowd waited outside after the ceremony while the Pope had a private lunch. There was time to make new friends. Finally, for some, their patience was rewarded.
Wanted to get to the children, and he's touching my hand and taking it. It was fantastic. It was just beautiful.
I'm from Italy. I never have a chance to see him. I'm very glad.
I'm from Thunder Bay. So you had to come to Canada to see him.
Yeah.
He touched her on the cheek, and he held her hand. And he was trying to hold his hand. And I held his hand, and I kissed his sleeve. And, so exciting.
Did you say hi to the Pope?
Yeah.
The biggest event of the day was the outdoor Mass at Birds Hill Park. Early estimates of 350,000 people had been steadily revised downward as the event approached, and the crowd may not have reached 200,000. The result? Plenty of room in the park and plenty of empty buses left behind in Winnipeg. For the people who did make the trek to Birds Hill Park, it was a moving experience. In his message, the Pope chose to comment directly on Manitoba's French-English language problem.
It is worthwhile to recall those prophetic words of John the 23rd. The best interests of justice are served by those public authorities who do all they can to improve the human conditions of the members of ethnic minorities, especially in what concerns their language, culture, customs, and their economic activity and enterprises.
When the Pope left Winnipeg, church organizers were left with indelible spiritual memories, not to mention a hefty bill. Susan Adaskin, CBC News, Winnipeg.